And this goes out to all of the Jimmy G stands. I'm gonna guess that a lot of you Jimmy G lovers weren't born, just were born after we won our last Super Bowl, which was the '94 season. So you guys have, kind of, you don't have like a set bar, a standard. I'm not a real old head, but I'm old enough to remember watching my team win a Super Bowl. That's the 49ers standard, winning the Super Bowl. Not getting to the NFC Championship and winning the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter if you get to the Super Bowl and lose. You have to win it. So this is why I'm so hard on Jimmy. He doesn't have the mentality or the talent to get us over the hump. Jimmy G should have come alive and he could have been the hero of that game against Kansas City. And what happened? He got flustered. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. He gave away his reads all the time. He got sacked multiple times, and he threw away the ball like a moron. He did this spinning throw that looked worse than Mahomes' throws in Super Bowl 55. It was atrocious. I know several quarterbacks we had in the past that never sniffed the Super Bowl who were much better than Jimmy G, but they're never going to be remembered, nor should Jimmy G, because they never won us a Super Bowl. Joe Montana, Steve Young, that is the standard. If you can't get a Steve Young, if you can't get a Joe Montana, fuck off. I do not stand for mediocrity. I will not stand for mediocrity. We are the San Francisco 49ers. We're not a shit franchise like the Jets. We're not a shit franchise like the Cardinals. We're not a shit franchise like the Bengals. We're not a shit franchise like any of the other motherfuckers who think they're going to get it, sniff it, and get there eventually. No, we're the San Francisco 49ers. We have 5 Super Bowls. Cowboys have 5 Super Bowls, but haven't sniffed it since 1995. We've at least been in the hunt twice and lost against the fucking Ravens. We had a Super Bowl appearance robbed from us in 2013 by the fucking Seahawks. But I digress. We are at least relevant. We're the San Francisco 49ers. So accepting anything at quarterback that's mediocre, no. We drafted Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers, and it fucked our organization up for over a decade because we had to play. Alex Smith was just not the kind of talent that Aaron Rodgers was. I believe Aaron Rodgers, had we drafted him into that organization, as fucked up and dysfunctional as we were, according to Alex Smith at that point, he would have been a much, much better quarterback by the time shit did turn around and we had gotten Harbaugh in 2011. Keep in mind, our defense was a bunch of goons and rough riders. Patrick Willis, Aldon Smith, all of those guys. I mean, 2011 was a similar situation to 2019, except we got to the Super Bowl. We had gotten all the way to the NFC Championship, but because Alex Smith was Alex Smith, we weren't scoring enough to make sure the Giants couldn't stay in the game. And I know, fuck Kyle Williams, eat a dick wherever you are, you punt muffing motherfucker. 2 times in a row, you'll muff the punt, fuck off, die. I don't give a shit. God, I wish Eddie DeBarlo still on this team. we would have never picked. We would have never made some of these picks if Eddie DeBarlo was still the owner. I swear. Remember, Eddie DeBarlo was the owner of this team. We drafted Joe Montana. We traded for and acquired Steve Young. We got Jeff Garcia. I mean, we've had some decent quarterbacks. Jeff Garcia was a stud. Again, couldn't make the Super Bowl, but he was still a stud. So, that's where I am, Jimmy G stands. You have no fucking standards because you never saw us win a Super Bowl. Period. And so I'm coming off as a hater or as an elitist because I have fucking expectations. Every season we don't win the Super Bowl is a failure. It's a failure. That was the culture in the 49ers organization when I started watching football. It was Super Bowl or bust. Nothing else matters. And so that's why I'm just so disgustedly sick of these Jimmy G fans. Think, only one more year, you're being too hard. No! He's a bum! The last time he was great was 2017. And he has bad decision making. If he had good decision making, he wouldn't have gotten hurt in 2018. He stepped back into bounds and he tore his own ACL up. His fault. Nobody else's. He made those decisions. And those decisions cost us big time because we didn't have a starter for a whole year. It turned out to be fortuitous because we were able to acquire Nick Bosa with the high draft pick. But again, Jimmy G made horrible in-game decisions that got him injured and that cost us games. Kyle Shanahan never wanted Jimmy G. I'm sure he liked having Jimmy G at the time because he was gifted to us by Belichick with a little bow on it. But Shanahan never scouted Jimmy G like he did Matt Ryan. Shanahan never got a chance to develop Jimmy G like he did Matt Ryan. Oh, there he is.